Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Here we are again. Glad you could join in. So today our practice will be about slowing the pace. So at this time of year, it's really fun to slow down the pace. So we begin, of course, with turn around, come down, and check in. That's where we start with our check-in. So find your place, find your space, find your body as you come on down. Let the arms rest and adjust the back, adjust the hips and the shoulders, and come home to the body. Come home to the body and check in. Any discomfort anywhere, that's where you need to take care. No force, no expectations. Just play it gently and easily and see how your body responds. Pay attention. If it feels like it's too much, ease up. Your body will tell you. So let's start with finding the breath. I like to bring hands onto the belly, and on the inhale, feel the fingers separate. And on the exhale, the fingers come back to touch. So we're checking in with deep breath. Expanding on the inhale, releasing on the exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. So here is what we'll call our normal breath pace. So now just relax and let the normal breath come and count silently on one count on the inhale, counting the seconds, and counting the seconds on the exhale. That's all. So it could be a count of 2 or 3, whatever's normal. And when we slow down the breath, we're slowing down the count. So the inhale now for me is a count of 3. And the exhale is a count of 3. Inhale, count of 3. Exhale, count of 3. Pause here. Relax the breath. Let's see if we can slow it down even more. I'm going to say inhale, count of 4. And exhale, count of 4. And again, inhale. Exhale. So let's release the arms, come back to rest. So that was just an exploration of slowing down the breath. So in this practice today, we will be working with normal breath, slower breath, and slowest breath. So make it work for you. So we were just discovering how we slow down the inhale and exhale and how it feels. We never force the breath. So let's begin with our normal breath and our arms overhead, arms long and overhead. Inhale up, exhale down, or as I prefer, gripping the hands, inhale up, exhale down. So gripping the hands is a little easier on the shoulders, but do the one that works for you. I have a little issue with my right shoulder, and that's what brought me to working with this arms overhead, because it's a little less sensitive in my shoulder than when the arm is straight. So I'm just normal breath up and over and back down. Seeing what my normal breath pace is. And now when the hands are back down, let's reset and slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Counting silently helps to keep the breath at the right pace and matching the inhale and the exhale. So we've slowed down the breath a little bit. And the next time the hands are to rest, pause, and let's slow it down even more. So this one I'll call as slow as you can go. Slow as you can go. Sometimes I refer to it as first gear. Final time, slow as you can go. And when the hands are back to rest, we'll release and take a breath and relax and just check in with sensation and what your normal breath pace is coming back. And let's pick up those knees and hug up the knees and stretch the low back and then circle the knees to massage the low back, to release tension, to increase circulation and elasticity, circling. So this feels so good. Pause, circle other way. So your body will always tell you what feels so good. Your body is telling you, yes, do more of this. It feels so good. So I'm finishing this lubricating circulation, coming back to rest. Hug up the knees one more time, and then bring the feet to rest and open the arms. We move into spinal twist. So knees roll down, head turns away, and come back. Other side, head turns away and back. We're warming up the body to twist. Your own comfortable pace. We're leaving the pace your choice. We're not slowing it down. We're warming up the spine and the muscles of the back and the sides of the back. And also into the core a little bit. Feel it. The transverse muscles are stretching a bit. And on one side, I feel the stretch all the way up under the shoulder blade. And on the other side, it's more in the hip. So see what's true for you. Warming up the spine for movement. Increasing circulation through movement. Keeping the muscles elastic through movement. Let's come back to rest. Pause and take a breath. Now pick up the knees, hands behind the knees. We're going to stretch the legs. This is our warm-up stretch. Extend and bend. That's all. Extend and bend. Alternating sides. No force. See if there is a tighter side. So let's see how it would feel to move more slowly on the extension and on the release. On the extension and its release, moving more slowly. Finishing. Come to a rest, tug up the knees again, and bring the feet to rest. Arms alongside. Have a breath. Moving into bridge, working the spine, the muscles of the back, the vertebra moving, the disc getting massaged and hydrated. So we're also feeling stretch in the quads and strengthener in the back of the body. Press up, press up, press up. Pause, feel it. Round down, waist before hips, rounding down, down, and have a breath. See about rounding up. Lift the tailbone, round through the waist. Lift the waist, round all the way back up. Pause here, see where you feel it in the front of the legs, in the back. Round down more slowly. Slowly rounding down, waist before hips is the work. Waist before hips is the work that's hard for some and easy for others. Come back to rest. Have a breath. Let's do one more. Round up slowly. Pause, feel it. Round down slowly. Round down slowly. Round down slowly. Pause and feel it. And just have a breath and relax. Feel it wherever you feel it. We're preparing to release. We're preparing to come on to hands and knees. So let's go ahead and roll over and reposition hands and knees. So we're on hands and knees. We're moving into Chakravakasana. We say 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, bring the hips to the heels, and then on the return, lift the ribs and lift the chin. And repeat. your own comfortable pace, and we will slow it down after a few. Your own comfortable pace with Chakra Vikasana, stretching the back, moving the knees, feeling it in the shoulders. See what's true for you. On the return, pause. So if we said that we're going to drop it into first gear, slow motion, just try it a couple times as slow as you can go. On the drop back and on the return. Slow as you can go. 2 of them. And when you return, come to a rest. The breath is free. And this is our angry cat, tucking chin, tucking tailbone, pressing ribs up, pressing hands down. Feel whatever you're feeling, the power stretch here, and drop back. Release arms longer, wider. Coming to our warm-up series, the modified up dog, we come forward, drop hips, lift chest, and then tuck the chin and press back. Your normal pace, and we will slow it down at the end. Next time back, come to a rest. Pause here. Let's set it into low gear, coming forward slowly, dropping hips, lifting chest, lifting chin, pressing back slowly. And then stay. Relax the breath. Final breath here. We'll release the arms, release the body, make your way up to stand. So we come to stand, working with, first of all, mountain. Coming into mountain, feet, toes relax, knees unlock, tailbone tuck for some, for all, extension crown, shoulders up, back and down. Feeling mountain, Tadasana, solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Feel the breath. Feel your energy. One more breath here. We'll release. Now, warm-up series, the forward bend, side stretch chair. 2 at the regular pace, 2 at the slower pace, 2 at the slowest. Regular pace, inhale, arms overhead, exhale down, arms wide, return, exhale side and back, exhale side and back, arms overhead, drop down to Utkatasana chair, come back up, and again, normal pace down, arms wide, lift, side stretch and back, side stretch and back. Arms overhead, drop down to Utkatasana chair, come back up, release the arms, check in. So now we're going to slow it down a bit. So count silently, slower motion. Slow on the fold. Slow on the return. Slow to the side. And its return. And the other side. And return. Goalpost arms. And back up. Second one, slow. And return. Side. And return. Side. And return. Goalpost arms. And return. And release. Check in. Now we're going to go 2 more as slow as you can go. So this will be different for each. Just do your own pacing as far as your breath. And if you need an extra breath, take it. Slow as you can go, 2. Sweep the arms behind as you come down to Utkatasana chair. Last set, slow as you can go. Final. And return to mountain and check in. Return to mountain and check in. Breath. Here's our checklist. Toes and knees, relax, unlock. Tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension, crown, shoulders up, back and down, solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it, the mountain. Feel the breath. So moving slowly is more work. You'll feel it in the breath as we stay. As we stay and watch the breath come back to rest. Staying engaged, that's part of the practice, because when we come to still place, the thoughts can go outside. The thoughts go outside, we pull them back, re-engaging with sensation, connecting to breath, observing. That's part of the practice, holding focus. We call that mindfulness. Okay, now we're ready to begin our flow. One foot forward, the other foot wide and back. So this will again be 2 sets at the normal pace, 2 sets at the slow, 2 sets at the slowest. So here's the flow. So let's find the alignment of the front knee bent, foot visible over. So the flow goes like this. On the inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. On the exhale, fold hands behind and fold down. Bend the knee, sweep the arms up, and back to the start. Second one, normal pace. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, fold and flow down. Bend the knee, come back up, and back to the start. Have a breath. Now we're going to slow it down to at the slower pace. And sometimes I refer to this as first set is third gear, second set is second gear, final set is first gear. So now we're in the slower second gear. Here we go. Flow and fold. Bend and come back up. And back to the start. Second, at the slower pace. Fold and flow. Bend and lift. Back to the start. Have a breath. Final 2, slow as you can go. Different for each, no force. Slow as you can go. 2 sets. Have a breath and do your final set, slow as you can go. And release. Bring the legs back. Come back into mountain. Toes, knees unlocked, tailbone crown, shoulders up, back and down. Check in with the breath. Discover. Slower you go, the more work. So we're coming to the other side with the same routine. I just thought we'd take a little break in between. Have a breath. Have another one. And let's begin the other set. Foot forward, foot back, wide. Alignment, knee, ankle, toe, toes visible over that bent knee. And we come back to the start. Here we go. Normal pace, 2 sets. Inhale, lift, fold, flow, Inhale, lift again. Back to the start. Have a breath. And again, inhale, lift, fold, flow, lift again. Back to the start. Back to the start and have a breath. Now we're dropping it into second gear, going more slowly. 2 sets here. Here we go. Fold. Lift. Release. And another one at this pace. Second gear. Come back to rest, have a breath. 2 as slow as you can go. Just count silently, keeping the pace equal for the inhale and the exhale, because gravity tries to make us move faster on the exhale flows. So 2 sets as slow as you can go. Have a breath for the final slow set. And release. Return to mountain. Checklist: toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Check in. Feel the breath. Okay, slow is more work. The breath is showing you that. So we'll next move into our balance challenge, and I'm just going to say anyone you want, but I'm suggesting the warrior 3. So that is stand on one foot, lean forward, lift the other one, bring the arms wide and forward or back. When you're ready, come back, change it out to the other side. If you want to step off the mat, the harder the surface, the easier the balance. The softer the surface, the more challenge to balance. Okay, now let's come back to the knees. Come on down. Knees on the ground. Chakravarkasana, breath free. Chakravarkasana, breath free. We say 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide, move on back, hips to the heels, and return. Normal pace. We're not slowing it down. We're just in this counter pose here to relax. To relax. Pace that works for you. So we're coming now to a stay. We're staying in the down dog, and then we're staying in the plank or the up dog. Now, on the down dog, if you have issues with the shoulders or the wrists, you can be forearms on the ground and hips high, or you can be standard down dog. Either way, it's a stay. I'm going to be on forearms. You're either way, press the hips high and stay. Check in with the breath. The breath stays free. Final breath. Drop the knees. Return to Chakravarkasana. Return to Chakravarkasana. Easy, soft, breath free. Next, we'll come into a stay with plank or up dog. Again, You can have the forearms on the ground. So when you're ready to merge into your plank or up dog, forearms in the ground if you like, it would look like this. Or traditional plank like this, or up dog like this, whichever you want. Stay. Final breath. Return to Chakravikasana. Return to this counter pose. Check in with the breath. So the stays we're demanding for the breath, for the energy, and that's part of our resilience. Keeping the body working. Got to do it. Taking charge of the aging process. So we're preparing to come onto the belly, and we'll be returning to our pacing. So finish a few more Chakravikasana. And then come on down, belly on the ground. And arms forward, forehead resting. I keep my chin out for the microphone, but check in. Check in with the breath. Check in with this resting place. Check in. Stay. So we'll be moving into Bhujangasana, Cobra, working with our pacing, 2 sets at the normal pace, 2 sets at the slower pace, and the final 2 sets at the slowest pace. Bhujangasana, hands alongside, cheek to the side. So here's a set. Inhale, head to center, press, peel up. Exhale down, turn the cheek. Inhale, press the hands, peel up. Exhale down, turn the cheek. Have a breath. That's 1 set. Here's your next set at the normal pace. Press, peel up. Come down, turn the cheek. Inhale, press, peel up. Come down, turn the cheek. Down, turn the cheek, and relax. Have a breath. Now we're going to put it, we'll call that one 3rd gear. We're going to slow it down to 2nd gear, a bit slower, counting silently. 2 sets at this slower pace. Here we go. Take a breath between the sets. Final set at this slower pace. When you're down, relax the legs and hips, have a breath. So we started with 3rd gear. We moved into 2nd gear. We have 2 sets to go in the slow as you can go 1st gear. 2 sets as slow as you can go, counting on the inhale and keeping the exhale the same length. 2 sets, slow as you can go. It's fine to take a breath between the sets. As you finish, bring the arms forward, bring the forehead to rest, relax. Check in with the breath. So our Cobra series, Bhujangasana, we did 2 sets at the normal pace, 2 sets at the slower pace, and 2 sets at the slowest. We'll work the same process for the lifting of the legs, Ardha Salabhasana. 2 sets at the normal pace. So we'll begin. Bring the forehead to rest. Check in with the breath. Be ready. Here we go. Here's set 1. Inhale, leg lift up. Exhale down. Other leg up. Exhale down. One set. Normal pace, another set. When you're down, have a breath. Now we'll do 2 sets at the slower pace, counting silently. Inhale on the lift. Resist gravity. Exhale on the release. Other side the same. Another set at this pace. When you're down, have a breath. Now we're putting it into low gear. That is as slow as you can go. As slow as you can go. Final 2 sets. Slow as you can go, counting. Slowly on the inhale, same pace, slow exhale, 2 sets. Begin. When you finish your 2 sets, come to a rest. Come to a rest and relax. So we're going to release the arms. We're going to come over onto the back. We're going to hug up the knees. So begin there. Onto the back. Readjust. Hug up the knees. Relax. So the back's been doing a lot of work. Now it gets a delicious stretch. Just hugging up the knees, Apanasana, gentle hugs, gentle movement. And I like to circle to increase this massage, increase the circulation. Feels so good. So we're giving the back a break after all of that work it did, lifting legs, lifting shoulders. All the back was in contract. So now we're massaging the back, increasing circulation, releasing tension and tiredness. We're going to come to a rest. Hug it up one more time, come to a rest. Now it's a spinal twist stay. So open the arms, cross one leg to rest, foot rests on the knee, roll the knees down, turn the head away and stay. Focus on the exhales here. See where you feel the intensity. Is it in the front of the thigh? Is it in the front of the hip? Is it in the back of the hip? Is it up under the shoulder blade? Any or all could be true. As we stay a few more breaths on this side, just relax in this twist. Coming to the final breaths here. We'll come back with the head, come back with the knees, uncross. Go to the other one, foot on top of the knee. Knees roll down, head turns away, and we check in. Where do I feel this? Is it under the shoulder? Is it in the back of the hip? Is it in the front of the hip? Is it in the thigh? Could be true for you. Different for each. The teaching says the stretch finds the tightest place. And when we're staying in the twist, the focus is on exhales. Coming to the final breaths here. So we'll release, bring the head back, bring the knees back, uncross. Pick up the knees once more, circle the knees, hug the knees, do what your back wants to feel. So we'll be rolling to the side and coming to sit as we finish with this back massage. Finishing with a hug up, 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 and release, roll to the side. Come to sit. Sit on support if you like. We're returning to our pacing. The set that has us seated with the legs extended. And this set is 2 at the normal pace, 2 at the slower pace, the final 2 at the slowest. So here's the normal pace. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, legs up. Inhale, legs down, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Lean back, legs up, arms down. Legs down, arms up. Exhale, fold. Have a breath. Now we're going to slow that down, 2 sets at a slower pace. Here we go. And then another set at the same slower pace. Relax the breath. Final 2 as slow as you can go, different for each. First gear, here we go. Our final set, slow as you can go. And then release, bend the knees, wrap the arms, hug up the knees, stretch the back. Breath is free. Hugging the knees, stretching the back. Final breath. Release the legs, extend. Walk the hands over soft knees. Our informal Paschimottanasana, stretching the legs, stretching the back. Breath is free. Feel the breath, feel the stretch. Final breaths here in this final stretch, Paschimottanasana. Okay, let's release and come back up to sit. Now we're moving into guided relaxation. So you're bringing support under knees, under head, under feet, whatever. Some or none, your call. So your only job here is to get comfortable. To get comfortable on the back, settle down, come down, adjust the shoulders and the arms, adjust the hips and the legs, adjust whatever needs to move so you feel comfortable and relaxing and able to let go. So our process begins with the whole body and then shifting focus. We bring attention to hips and legs. We'll squeeze and tighten hips and legs. Feel it. Let go, soften hips and legs. Have a breath. Have a breath and come to the shoulders. Shrug the shoulders to the ears. Stretch through the fingers, lift the head a bit. Head down gently. All the rest, let go. Let it down. Come to the jaw. Move and stretch the jaw. And release, stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, squeeze, feel it, let go, relax. Have a breath. We come back through the body. We check back in. We start with the toes, and we're softening through arches, heels, and ankles. We're relaxing calves, shins, knees. We're softening upper legs, hips, and belly. So we feel the whole lower body letting go. We check in with the spine, where it touches, where it lifts away, different for each. Come to the shoulders, arms, and hands. Feel how heavy down, relaxing down. Now notice how the fingers have softened and relaxed. Softening, relaxing, come to the throat, to the lips, tongue floating, teeth not touching. Cheeks, let them soften, relax. Behind the eyes, soften and relax. Brow and scalp, soften, relax. Whole body letting go, feel it. Whole body letting go, check in with the breath, how the breath is relaxing. So the body relaxes, the breath relaxes. We look deeper, deeper, mind and thought. Sounds may come, stay anyway if you can stay. Thought, yes, thought will carry you away outside. Let go of that thought, release it. Return to the inside, to the body and deepest. There, stay, stillness, peace. That's what's there. Stay. Return to the breath. Return to the breath, to stretch, to movement. make your way as we close, and I hope you keep with you ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace. Until the next time, thank you.